Sláinte. Juniper Mead, 1 year later. Now, this is 14.3%. It ended with a 1.023 final gravity, for those of you curious, so it's on the sweeter side. It's pretty good.
It is pretty good. It's actually really interesting. It's a beautiful color, clear, amber, just like most of our meads that we are looking for.
About as clear as you can get. Got a good smell.
I really can't smell it very well. We're outside today, as you can tell. It's an atypical Florida winter
time. It's kind of chilly. And
yeah, so we said, hey, let's bring them outside. Something new.
And so we're doing an atypical tasting too.
Right.
Forget all that ceremony and stuff. We're just going to drink the mead and talk about it.
So straight on to the taste. The first thing I'm getting is it tastes like a spice metheglin with a little something else. And because I happen to know that little something else is juniper, I can go, hey, that's juniper. If I didn't know that,
I wouldn't guess that it was juniper. No.
Yeah.
I would just say it's a metheglin of some type. There's herbs and spices in there. That's the best I can really get. I do get a little bit of orange to it, which I know we added orange. And I do get the honey character really comes through. It's a strong honey character. There's a good tannic quality to this too that makes up for that sweetness.
Yeah, and at that time I took another taste, and the orange blossom honey with the additional punch of orange is really pleasant. And then the spices coming in with that, they play very well together.
Yeah. Somebody said make an orange mead. I think I might, because this is really good. And you know, just using the zest of an orange might be a way to go. But anyway, back to the juniper now, because we're on juniper. 14.3%. Doesn't taste like 14.3%. Tastes lower than that.
It does. It would be one of those, you're like, oh, there's nothing in here, and you just keep drinking, and then eventually you try to stand up.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a little bit of a sleeper. It's a sophisticated flavor, though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's simple at all. This is not a simple mead in any way. It's got a lot of depth to it. When it first enters, I get that a little bit of sweetness, but then the tannic properties come in. There's almost a bitterness there that's actually really nice, and that's from all the herbs and spices, which in this case, juniper.
Yeah.
And then the orange and the honey on the back end. It's just, it works. It works for me.
Its complexity actually reminds me of a whiskey because it has a lot of different things that when you try to verbalize them sound like they should be discordant, but they really aren't.
Right.
They're working well together.
Okay, I see what you mean by that. It doesn't taste like whiskey.
No.
It just has a lot of the same characteristics when you start describing flavors. I get it. Something interesting, when we tried this when it was new, it was okay, and we said more or less the same thing, that it really doesn't taste like a juniper mead, but you can sort of imagine that it's there. And I would say the exact same thing now, except that now it's more blended. It's more mellowed and smooth.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the rough edges are gone. This is a mature, sophisticated mead at this point that I think it does very well.
It almost tastes oaked, because it still has a very nice, rich flavor profile. But like Brian was saying, it's very smooth. It's very, maple.
There's a maple wood that we tried that this would taste like. The oak has too much vanillin and tannin to it.
Fair enough.
This isn't the same. It's got a different flavor profile, which not to say it's not good. It's just a little bit different. Not as much vanilla. I don't really get vanilla. It doesn't have
That's true.
There is a little bit of a creaminess, though.
There is a creaminess.
But it's not vanilla.
Yeah. So my flavor synopsis would be, if you're looking to make a mead something different than what you've normally made, then I would say give this a go. If you're looking for gin-like flavors, we didn't go there.
If you want gin-like, you probably want to like double or triple the berries. Now, somebody told me in the comments, because we rebroadcasted the full all-in-one of the Juniper Mead making just the other day, they said that they've crushed those berries and gotten more out of them. That's entirely possible. I actually did try crushing them in the original when we made the video, and they were not quite dry, so they didn't crush real well. They didn't break up real easily. It's possible if you blended them or mashed them or did something, you could get a little more out of them. That is a real possibility. So yeah, you know, if I was ever do this again, I might try that or just use more.
And as we said in the original making, I have plans to make a gin-like, not gin, beverage. And I'm still going to do that, and I don't care if Brian's not going to appreciate it, because I will.
It's okay.
And maybe you will too.
I'll still make it for you. No problem.
Thank you.
No problem. I will gladly help you. Usually
Are you ready for a number?
1 sec. Yeah, I'm ready for the number. I'm gonna count.
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3,
7.
8. I was going with 7 or 7.5, and the last sip actually changed me to 8. So I was higher. I went with 8 because the last sip made me go, is this something that I would reach for and drink? And it is. And that's why this went a little bit higher, because I would actually choose this over some other things. I actually probably like it better than she does, which is not the intended result. And, you know, just for the record, this used EC 1118 yeast. Just saying. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.
Bye-bye. Let's go.
Slunch. Try it again.
Yeah, okay. Slunch.
I didn't know what she was going to say that time. You know what? Cheers.
Cheers.